algae. Hello my loves, welcome back. I wanted to film a sort of like a vlog style video today because I don't even really know kind of where to start. You know, I'm still trying not to shoot in the other rooms. Like, I want to film just here because I'm trying to keep this as my work space and place, and then to have like the other rooms kind of more of like leisurely, where I have my like little morning rituals. But then I guess soon it's gonna get so boring because this is the only place where I'm filming, that I'm going to have to probably film in the other rooms a little bit as well, which is kind of okay because at the moment I don't really need to so strictly divide my work and my leisure hours, because I don't find anything very intense or kind of draining at all. The situation is what it is. I have written already on my blog how I feel about everything. I have already spoke to you guys about how I handle it, how I deal with it, and why I feel like my whole life has been preparing me for this time. So I'm doing very well mentally and physically. And besides the fact that obviously I'm extremely sad that the world health is struggling so much, that people are dying and that the economy is suffering so much, I'm making sure that people that I care about and myself are staying healthy and safe and protecting other people by being responsible. So that's all that's in my hands right now. In today's video I wanted to show you the little home treatments that I do to keep myself kind of like in check during these busy times. There's been a lot of like funny memes on internet like circulating, like what are we gonna do now that our nail technicians are not around, now that, you know, like all of these things are not really open, and that you can't get your hair done, and that you can't get your like whatever person that looks after your nails or skin or hair or whatever is around. It's quite like a problem. But when I was 18 I had a dream that I wanted to open like a beauty salon. That was my goal, and my dad was kind of supporting that idea. It was probably like the only idea he was like semi-supporting of me growing up, like semi-supporting, but he kept still challenging it, like, how do you plan on doing that? And I had all of these ideas and options and how I wanted to do that. So I even trained myself to a certain extent on how to do everything. I got really good at massage, like I'm really good at massage. At one point I even took up a little bit of physiotherapy, like as a side, obviously not like to any kind of professional extent, but I was really interested in that and in any kind of like beauty services. So pretty much if you give me like to do your makeup or your hair, so but your makeup or your nails or whatever you want, I can do like waxing like no other. I'm pretty good at that. So I somehow managed to train myself, and I wanted to share with you some of my best tips on how I do everything during these difficult times at home. So yeah, I wanted to share that with you. I am doing my nails today, so that's what I'm gonna start with. It's pretty simple. You guys know that I always have my nails pretty short and neat, like as you can see. I file them sort of like round, like almond shape, but it's like round-ish, right? So what I've done actually this morning when I started doing my nails, and you haven't seen that, I'm gonna show you what are the best products. All of these things that I'm gonna show you now you can order on Amazon. And this is the best cuticle solution you will find. It's like a professional use. It's what they use in salons mainly. Whenever you get like a manicure professionally done in salon, they will use this solution to melt away dead skin around your nail. The thing is that cuticles not only kind of look ugly, right, but also they grow on your nail, and as they grow on your nail, the like nourishing things from your circulation also feed that skin, which is already dead, instead of feeding your nail. So you anyway want to get rid of the dead skin growing on the nail because you want to feed your nail and you want to have like healthy hands. So this thing here, I'm gonna show you on one nail how it works, but sadly it's not really gonna do anything because it's not, what's the word, there's nothing to do now. It's gonna keep focusing on my face. But I'm sure you've seen this done in salon before. All you need to do is apply it all inside like this. Wait for around 10 minutes. Wow, I'm giving you such a great tutorial, am I? Wait for around 10 minutes. So this dissolves the cell membrane walls of the dead skin cells. You wait, and then you need something like this thing here, right? So then you need this, and with this you're gonna push off all the dead dead skin. When you see how it works, you're gonna be mind blown. Like when you see the amount of dead skin on your nail, you will be mind blown, I promise you. It's like really like wow once you see it. So basically you wait, then you do this. You've seen that being done in a salon before, and then all unnecessary dead dry skin just peels, not just from your nail but also from the cuticle around it. And I love doing this because all of a sudden it makes my cuticle look so much healthier and nicer and, I don't know, more maintained. I think like women's hands should always be looked after. That's just my opinion. And now that we're washing hands like 25 times per minute, which I mean, I guess we're overdoing it. We should anyway be washing our hands a lot, but I guess now we're kind of overdoing it. So it's important to give them some love, right? Have a towel here. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how I prep my nails to do my gel nails at home. I always use like something like this, which is a nail file, the one with like 4 things, and I just like buff my nails a little bit. I'm sorry, I know a lot of people are gonna be very annoyed about this. So I buff my nails and then I use always gel nail polish. So I use the C&D I bought on Amazon. We got base and top coat over here, and then I got 3 or 4 colors because I don't change them more than that. I quite am a habitual person. If something works, it works. All of my 3 colors that I use are pink, and then I recently purchased a baby kind of like a blue, like it's a beautiful color, but I've never still used it, and because I don't know if it's like 100% my vibe, right? But it's a very pretty color. Keeping it for summer, I think it's gonna be a beautiful toe nail color. But I got the cashmere wrap, which I'm gonna use today. I asked you guys on Instagram what you suggest. I'll insert the poll here, and all of you asked me to do this. It's very simple. You do the cuticle thing, you prep your nails, file them however you want, or cut them or whatever you want. Then you do the base coat, the color, 1 layer or 2 layers, the top coat. And then you just clean the residue with like a bit of wipe. And for that you need a UV lamp as well, which also you can get on Amazon. This is like a pretty easy one, and now's like the best time to buy whatever you want, because I'm sure it's gonna be so cheap online because no one's buying stuff like this, right? I put it usually around like 100 seconds each layer in the lamp, and it's done pretty fast. A lot of people are asking me, how do you remove it, 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 how do you remove it? It is so freaking easy to remove. All you need is some acetone, which you can also buy on Amazon. This video is not sponsored by Amazon, by the way. So what you do is you dab like cotton buds in a bit of acetone, you like soak them in for like 3 minutes, and then again using this you just like push it off, and it just like literally gets off like a little shell. It's so easy. That's all you need to do, and you can do that while you're watching a movie, which is what I usually do. I quite like doing that while I'm watching a movie, and actually I have written recently a blog post on all of my favorite like movies, TV shows, books and things that you can totally go to if you are bored at home. So let's do our nails right now. One thing I also wanted to suggest is that in case you do not want to invest in having like a whole crazy like salon set at home to do your nails, because I mean this period might be over sooner than you think, or maybe not, I don't know. For me, I love having gel nails because they don't chip, they look beautiful, classy, and I just like it. But if you do not want that, I also would do the same steps using this, kind of prepping your nails, and then I would apply like a Chanel nail polish base coat. I've spoken about this so many times. I love it. I think it's amazing. And I have like 3 or 4 also similar colors to this of favorite nail polish. 2 are by OPI. One is called Tiramisu for 2. One is called Be There in Prosecco. And the third is from Chanel and it's called Ballerina. But yeah, I will link everything as well below so you guys can decide whatever you want and whatever works for you. But those for me just work the best. I'm not really like necessarily using a top coat. When I use a good base coat, I feel like very often top coat is not the most necessary thing for me personally. Very often, in fact, top coat seems to like dry up the nail polish so much for me that it just like chips easier. So I don't know, that's maybe just my experience.
get you out of my mind. It's like I feel it for the first time.
Now I have done my nails, which look like this. They're short, almond shaped, and in that cashmere wrap color. I feed my cuticles also with oil. I have a few oils here, like random ones. You can use whatever you want. Like honestly, this is never gonna really change your life. I do have a lot of people ask me about this Evelyn one 8-in-1. I do have it, but look, empty. I have another one which is here, but this one I believe I made myself. Did I? Let me smell. Wait, no, this is the original one. Yeah, it's the original one. It's the also Evelyn one, but I sometimes make my own one by mixing. I mix argan oil with vitamin AD. So vitamin AD drops is like oil. These are like fat soluble vitamins, so you can mix it with oils. And then I also mix it with tea tree. Tea tree is antiseptic, so it keeps like the kind of cuticle, like, especially if you do have like a somewhere like a cut or a graze, or you picked a cuticle. It's very good to use tea tree because it keeps like microorganisms away. So you can mix the three, or you can use whatever you buy, like really doesn't matter. I just like to apply this to my cuticles, massage it in, and then that's done with my manicure. Someone asked me, I did a live right now, by the way, and I do like often lives on my Instagram, just where I talk about whatever, so you guys should definitely tune in with those, because I think they can be quite interesting, because I can answer to your questions live. I've been doing loads of lives, at least like 3 a week now. Someone asked me like, what about pedicure? So for pedicure, I mean, I'm not gonna show my feet on freaking like YouTube, because there are so many foot fetishists that's like ridiculous. So what I do is I would like fill up a little bath with hot water, some salts, and some oil. Often give myself like, you can use still the same like this for the cuticles. This nail file, again, same nail polishes, very simple. I think like foot care is so important. For me it's so important. I like love looking after my feet. My favorite products for feet are Clarins foot cream, Burt's Bees, you guys know the coconut foot cream is incredible, and Shoal one. It's really great as well. It's like a cracked heel cream, that's what it's called. It's amazing. So those are my favorite feet products as well. To continue on with hair, I've just done actually a live and I asked you guys, what is it that you would like me to include in this kind of like beauty tips at home video? And most of you said hair, nails, pedicure as well, which I just mentioned, supplements, and hair removal. So I'll try and briefly touch up on all. So I'll go straight into the hair. As you guys know, my hair has always been pretty okay, I think, but it's never been this long. It's currently like till here, and I just cut it. Like, it's already grown so much. I don't know, like it's growing so fast, and I don't even know what to do with it. Like, it's constant growth, and it's really healthy and really thick. Like, not all of this is my hair. It's actually kind of been behaving really well, but I have changed a lot of things when it comes to hair care routine. I believe that it would be really beneficial for me to film a whole video based on hair. However, I wanted to use this opportunity and this video to ask you guys to ask me all the questions you have about hair care in the comment box below. So ask me all the questions about hair. So when I'm filming that very detailed video, I will be able to also address all of your questions and make sure I'm not leaving anything out. I am gonna tell you that one of the things that really works are the supplements that I'm taking. So I'm gonna be telling you about the supplements in a moment. But before that, I would also say it's the fact that I'm massaging my scalp, and it's also the like stuff that I use, the products that I use, and the devices that I use. I'm gonna go into that when I'm doing the dedicated video, but right now I'm gonna tell you one big tip for me is massaging castor oil in the root of my hair. So the night before I'm gonna wash my hair, or even on the day, I make sure that I massage castor oil in the roots of my hair, and I do that for 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes, which is quite long. So I would suggest you do that when you are watching like a movie or show or something like that, because otherwise it gets very boring. This really boosts the circulation flow to your scalp, which further nourishes the hair follicle and the hair itself. So it means that your hair gets like enough all the good stuff, which is very, very, very important. I know that a lot of us, we apply like conditioner to the ends of the hair, etc., but the most important thing when it comes to hair growth is actually feeding it here, not feeding it here. So this is for when it's already kind of like damaged, etc., but if you want it to grow, you need to feed the roots. So you really, really should be massaging and soaking up this part of your skin very well. And I have to say that castor oil is not even the point. The point is the actual massage. So you really have to be boosting the circulation, and sometimes I would also tilt my head over bed so it's like leaning down, so a lot of blood comes to it, and I believe it really helps. Now I'm going to talk to you about supplements. So I'm currently using a different set of supplements. I love using supplements. Maybe I should write a whole blog post about this topic to explain it into more detail, because this is very important. My most basic ones that I'm using are these ones from Lumity. I have day and night supplements. So the day ones have got vitamin A, D3, E, and C. Obviously vitamin C, most of you know what it is. It kind of like boosts immunity, and it's like very important as well for good oxidation of cells. Vitamin C is also an antioxidant, so that really helps. Then we have vitamin A, D3, and E. These are all soluble vitamins, so I make sure I bought another set of omegas over here. We got omega 3, 6, 7, 9, but then it also contains A, D3, and E. You cannot double take vitamins K, A, D, and E because you can overdose, so I'm not taking omegas at the moment. But in here I'm taking also magnesium, zinc, selenium, iodine, flaxseed oil, which is amazing for digestion, acetyl L-carnitine, L-cysteine, coenzyme Q10, and turmeric. So a lot of antioxidants, really good stuff for your cells, and especially vitamin D3 right now when I'm not leaving home, etc., I really want to take. Then the night version has flaxseed oil, again, L-glutamine, lysine, L-arginine, L-cysteine, and alanine. It's very good for your like skin, for just like a general well-being, so like the nighttime kind of mix. I have over here my Hum hair, which contains, what does it contain? Vitamin B12, folic acid, biotin, zinc. Vitamin B12, cyanocobalamin. What can I tell you about it? It's very important. All vitamins B are very important. Like a little bit of, I don't know, if you, for example, let's say are lacking folic acid or biotin, there can be certain things that in your developmental stages, there can be certain things that can happen to you. I was always regularly taking vitamin B's. Like I used to think as a teenager that they make you gain weight, which they don't. Well, at least now I know they don't, but they're amazing for your hair, for your nails, for your body in general. They're great. So I even have biotin here as a separate, because it's especially great for hair growth. A lot of people ask me, what manufacturer, what manufacturer, what manufacturer? As long as you know it's biotin inside, it doesn't really matter. A lot of people tell me like, oh, but biotin breaks me out. Maybe because excipients break you out, you know, because biotin, like if you take too much of it, it just gets excreted in urine, so you would not actually overdose on this. It's impossible to overdose. Your cells just take whatever goes through your body at that moment, what they need, what they don't need they excrete, so you can take again and again and again and again, so it's fine. So I do make sure to take this vitamin B on top of what I'm taking here, and then I also take here and there a bit of marine collagen. I don't know if this works. It's like a random one, but it's a tasty effervescent tablet, so why not? So in order to stay hydrated and to make sure that everything gets really to my cells, I also make sure that I'm drinking more water than ever now when staying at home, because I have noticed that I really need to hydrate. Like it's so important, especially with like being indoors and like, you know, not getting like fresh air, not getting as much oxygen to my cells. So I'm trying to get at least as much water to my cells as I can. But that's about it. I also do take two things for detox. So I take the daily cleanse from Hum. Like there's a bit of copper, selenium, manganese, so keep in mind it's different to magnesium, right? Then there's chlorella, there's spirulina, there is dandelion leaf extract, there's beetroot powder, which by the way, beetroot is probably the only vegetable in the world I don't like. There's a whole story to that. Oregon grape root, milk thistle extract, matcha green tea, red clover extract. I mean, it smells disgusting. These capsules smell disgusting. Ugh, you cannot even imagine. But you just take 2 capsules. They look very green like this. Is it gonna focus? Probably not. And it's like a detox, and it's really great. Like, I believe in power of algae.
Blé de la blé de blue blah blé.
I believe in algae power, yes.
See?
That's one thing that I would like to say. And then on top of this, at night, because I'm very strict in doing my intermittent fasting, as you guys know, I've been doing it now for over almost 2 years actually. I'm very strict on that. I am especially strict while I'm at home quarantined, and right now at night I take the Innermost detox powder. I just mix 1 spoon of powder, which is full of green good stuff like matcha, camu camu, and all of that other stuff full of antioxidants. I mix that with hot water, like tea kind of thing, and maybe a spoon of honey, maybe, if I'm feeling like treating myself. And then I drink that, and I love drinking that in the evenings. It feels great and it tastes yummy. It has a lot of peppermint, so it almost tastes like mint tea, but a bit thicker. So that's about that with supplements. I believe all of these supplements give me like really good skin, really good elasticity of skin. They give me good mood as well, because very often your mood is affected by supplements, and I'm very like careful about supplements. I know how to mix them, I know what to use, I know what to take when. And the only thing that I'm missing from here, what you can see that I believe is important for me as a woman, would be iron, especially because I don't take enough meat, red meat. But I believe that I do take a lot of vegetables and things that do also contain iron, so hopefully my iron should be fine. As soon as coronavirus situation is over, I'm gonna do my blood test. I do my blood tests very regularly. I think that's something that's just like in my family, like it's how I was raised. I would always do blood tests. Let me see, what was my last time blood test? It's gonna be a mission now if I start searching for it. I was gonna check what my iron was because I used to suffer with anemia, but last time that I've done it, my iron was fine, so I'm not so concerned about that. Hair removal at home, so many of you have asked me. Again, I think this is a very difficult topic to explain in a part of a video. I think I'm getting so many questions about that, and I like I feel like I have a lot of answers when it comes to that topic. It's not very difficult for me, but most of you know that I do have a device, which like IPL device at home that helps me permanently remove the hair. And now that I'm at home and I'm not sunbathing and I'm not in the sun as much, it's so easy to maintain and to kind of like just keep going wherever I feel like there is still room to keep going, so that's absolutely fine. I'm gonna insert a little clip because I have already filmed a little bit about this device before. This is not sponsored, by the way. I have worked with a brand before, but I'm honestly telling you that for me this really worked, and there's no need for me to tell you that now, because this video, like I don't work with the brand at the moment. It's just honest opinion. I'm still like going with that, and I do have as well, of course, like when you do IPL, there's still like parts of your body that you cannot reach with it, or you cannot use the device with. So I do have like a heated wax device also for at home. My sister's laughing at me. She's like asking me, well, what is the like machine that I'm missing at home for use for a beauty treatment? I was like, I don't know, maybe like a sunbed, but I don't really use sunbeds. But I think if I would have one, technically I could open a salon, right? No, it's just a joke, of course. So the point is that I do have also like a wax, like a hot wax at home device as well, which I do use mostly in summer months, and I really use it for when required. But I have IPL'd my like legs under the knee. I'm not really hairy above knee at all. My arms, I have so little hair on my arms. It's ridiculous because I have so much hair on my head, but my arms are not really hairy, never been hairy. So I don't really know, even if I try to do IPL on this, I don't know if it would work because the hair is just so fine, like so fine. I don't think you'll even be able to see anything. If you guys do have specific questions about this topic, I'm always happy to answer, and I'll try and do like maybe even a live Q&A session about all the beauty treatments at home. But I believe that this video is already getting too long. I'm gonna answer everything else in the description box below. So you have my best nail tips, my best hair tips, and my best supplement tips. And I honestly believe if you do follow that you will definitely notice the difference. And now is such a great time to do that because quarantine is going to be over soon, and once it's over you will be able to show the differences. So I hope that helps. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye guys.